I'm in Salad and I saw Pokemon Heroes. That's Pokemon 5 the movie, Pokemon 5 Heroes, Latios and Latias. My previous exposure to this movie was that I had watched it once before, and this was the last Pokemon movie I had ever watched before watching all these Pokemon movies for Mint Salad to become an expert ultimate Pokemon Master Mint Salad movie reviewer. Yeah, that's the title. Alright, so if you haven't seen this movie, I will spoil it for you. The movie starts, we're seeing Latios and Latias. More specifically, we're kind of uncovering the backstory. Apparently, Latias has a dad, and it's fun and all. I mean, I'm a big old fan. And the father has to sacrifice himself in order to save the city. And the city really reminds me of Venice, Italy. Yeah, that's the place where it's at. Venice, Italy. And I enjoy it. Apparently, there's these fossils we get to see in the museum. Oh, wow, fossils. First of all, I like the fact that these fossils are just in the floor, not guarded by anything, so just some random kid could just step on it and break the bones. Wow, there's no more fossil anymore. Worthless fossil now that the kid has stepped on them bones. Why didn't you have anything guarding it? But also, we have more of lesson of Aerodactyl, which is either the best Pokemon or the worst Pokemon, depending on who you're asking. And whatever purposes, I personally do not like pterodactyl, whatever this Pokemon is called. There's also the Heratops. He's a bug man. They're all both fossils in a museum, and wow, there's a whole plot to get them. We're gotta try to get them. But looks like the father has saved the entire city from this plot, so we don't have to deal with that anymore, right? No. We do have to deal with the fact that we have Latias are invisible, while we have Ash and friends, and now we're at a city. Oh wow, we're in the city, there's boats, it's a cool boat, but we're more specifically opening to Ash just riding in on a ski. Well, not a ski, it's more like it's like an inner tube, but like a plastic inner tube. It's a board, and it's for doing Pokemon races with. Like, it's some sort of waterboarding. Yeah, that's what it's called. So we're waterboarding. Ash is waterboarding, and Pikachu falls on Ash while he's waterboarding, and some invisible force grabs Totodile, which is running through the water. That's called swimming. Oh, what? Wow, Totodile is going so fast. He's so fast like Sonic. He doesn't look like a hedgehog, though, which is quite unfortunate. But, we're gonna go over this wall. And Ash is out. Oh, Totodile's sad. Ash is like, well, it's okay. It's okay. And at this moment, I felt an emotion. I didn't feel any emotion at any part of the movie, except for this moment. And I'm like, Ash, I really appreciate that you're, like, really forgiving of your Pokemon. He's like, yeah, it's okay, Totodile, we all make mistakes. Totodile's like, man, Ash, you're such a good Pokemon master. Thank you for forgiving me for all of my mistakes. But luckily, they then teleport to a boat. I found this a little bit disjointing. I'm like, wait, how did Ash get in a boat with Brock? They were separated. I would have liked to see how they got together. Oh, they're on the boardwalk now. And there's a girl who's not speaking words. She's being targeted by two other chicks. One with like a really big Princess Leia-esque space buns on her head. She's blonde, she's cool. And then we have a very blue woman, mostly her hair, and their clothing items or accessories are blue, which is really cool. I'm a big fan of it. I like the color coordination in these characters a lot, and they're very distinct from each other because otherwise I would not have known who these people are, who each individual person is. So, oh hey, I just realized it's the theme of the movie. You got 2 twin sisters, and you got 2 twin legendary Pokemans. Whoa, boom! And my brain has blasted into infinity. It just exploded everywhere. The brain matter's all on the floor now. Could you believe it? It's This movie, pretty much like third way of the movie, I was like, I'm a big fan of this movie. I'm big old, amazing, engaged, locked in. And I'm like, hey, I'm gonna watch Latios and Latias try to avoid getting captured by these 2 girls. It's really sad to see Latios being captured. Latias is like, brother, I want to save you. And I really like the moments where you can see just their interaction with each other, which is or depending on which one it is. Obviously, Latios, the male one, his voice is deeper, so it's the and you have Latias, which is It's epic. I like how I can tell who's based on who's speaking, which is a good thing. So obviously, Latias is like, oh no, my brother has been taken. Whatever shall I do? Let me go to Ash. I'm gonna wake him up. Oh my goodness, so much explaining to do to May and Brock. What is Brock doing here? What, does he not have any Rock gym leader member duties that he has to attend to? Isn't he a gym leader? Like, why? Why is he on this trip? But anyway, I really like the part where we have, oh, well, we gotta go figure out what is happening. Latias, please show us the way. And there's a big old brain mind vroom we can see through Latios's eyes. Happens when Latios' eyes go vroom, and then there's some sort of shared site, and he can teleport a bunch of people within some sort of radius, and then teleport them to this location telekinetically. And wow, Latios is in a lot of danger. Oh, and this whole thing that was supposed to not be living water, that was supposed to be there in order for water to flow through this area, it cannot be touched and lifted out of the water, but yes, it is done. That has been occurred. Wow, did you ever think that could have occurred? Yes, I did actually. I was like, you know what? This is definitely a setup. Oh, it's taken. Yeah, it was definitely taken. And the girls, the 2 women, the sisters, they put it in some machine thing that is amazingly just super 3D model, 3D animated, separate from the 2D animation, 2D hand-drawn animation of the Pokemons. And it's pretty epic just seeing the very smooth. Looks like we gotta go save Latios, saving Latios. We did it. Oh, the machine is now sitting there after a couple of attempts at some lightning strikes, and I'm like, okay, cool. The threat has been diminished, but no, the blonde one has to touch the orb ball, and I'm like, no! Why would you touch the orb? You saw the power, this destruction. Why do you want to touch the orb? Stop touching the orb. And now both sisters go spin in the weird ball thing, the ball 3D animation thing. It's a weird machine thing. It's honestly pretty cool, but it's a weird ball. And I feel like I would get very nauseous if I was in it. And I feel that I have the sisters, and now they're like, oh no, we're spinning. And now we have a bigger disaster on our hands. The water is going, and then it turns into a big old tsunami. And so Latios is like, you know what? I'm gonna go to the middle of that tsunami, and then I'm gonna convert myself to some sort of line art plus some whoops, my hat fell. Let me go grab it real quick. Oh, can I do good? All right, here we go. Latios is like, hey, come here, Latias. I'm gonna be this glowing orb. I'm gonna sacrifice my soul to split. Well, not my soul, I guess. More like his physical body. I'm gonna sacrifice, turn into a big old light beam, split this tsunami into something more comfortable so there's less flooding, destruction. And now Latias is sad. And this part made me sad. I was like, no, Latias is without Latios. Latios just dies. And I'm just like, what? Wow. They really did it. They really killed off Latios, and now Latias is sad. But Latias is now shown to be amazingly an orb. And there's the orb that his father turned into. He's now the orb. And now his soul is just there. And I'm just thinking, what happened to the soul of the father? Where did it go? Is it destroyed? And now that these two chicks are just like, oh yeah, we're gonna touch it. Ooh, shiny thing. I'm gonna touch it. Ooh, it's different. And I'm like, dude, don't touch things that are different. Latias is like, wow, I'm gonna go invisible some more. But hey, at least my brother is this orb. At least he's not completely gone. That's great. I'm so sad. But you know what happened to those two women, those two hooligans? They went to prison, right where they belong. Hey, you started to cause a lot of destruction. You had evil plans. That is not allowed. You're not allowed to have evil plans. So, I'm gonna arrest you. And I also find it hilarious. I didn't really mention this much, but Team Rocket, more specifically Justy James Meowth, they're more of like a comedy gag. They're like, we're gonna stop you, we're gonna capture your Pokemon. And then, oh, a big old surf wave just gets them, or they're eating some ice cream and now the ice cream is gone. I'm like, dude, just sit not near the water, please. Dude, you happened to you twice. Please, stop it. Learn from your mistakes. But you know, they never do. That's the point of them, which is sad. I just want more. I want more character progression, more depth of these three characters specifically. Okay, Ash is ultimate Pokemon Master Trainer. Okay, that's cool. Then you have good female friend. She's nurturing. That's fine. Okay. Then we have Brock. Okay, you gotta turn this drying pan into a frying pan. Wait, you gotta turn this frying pan into a drying pan. Yeah, that's the quote that he did. Yeah, that's Brock's contribution. Okay, I already know these characters, but what about Team Rocket? I hope the future movies provide more Team Rocket focus. Also, I should talk about the animation. It is mostly 2D animation. However, some of the more motion shots, like there's a lot of POV, like camera shots going through the alleys. And it's an alleyway. Yeah, an alley. There's a camera going through the alleys. And it's so weird to say, and what I found weird about them is it's just kind of like feeling I'm following like a drone instead of like the characters, because a lot of the corners are very rounded in how the camera moves versus being like, phew, all right, we're gonna go very fast. So that's what I liked about the 3D camera as well, because hot diggity dang, there is a lot of 3D animation. I say 3D camera, I meant 3D animation. There's a lot of fun actions that is easier to do when you have 3D animation involved. Although there's some shots that I noticed were 2D animation, like there's this train. I was like, oh, it's moving enough for it to be 2D animation. But then there's like shots that are like clearly like, oh, ha, this is so glossy, moves so smoothly. Yeah, amazing. But it wasn't too jarring. I mean, it was somewhat jarring, but it wasn't like the most jarring thing ever. I was mostly just interested in Latias and how Latias is just super bubbly. I also like the different personalities. You can tell which Pokemon is who by A, the colors, but more specifically, B, Latios is more like, ooh, yeah, I'm Latios. I'm more composed. And Latias is like very bubbly and moving all everywhere and like getting all nuzzly with Ash. And I liked that part. Otherwise, I really enjoy the animation. Colors were beautiful, top notch. Mwah. There's also really this cute moment where we have Ash is leaving and Latias as a girl form just kisses Ash on the cheek, and it's a really close-up shot, and it's like magical. I'm like, oh, that's so cute. Wow, man, Ash gets all the ladies. It's because he's the ultimate Pokemon master. Man, if I become an ultimate Pokemon master, will I also get all the ladies? I mean, I already do as a Gengar, but what if I become an ultimate Pokemon master? Do I get like 1,000,000 ladies? Leave your very knowledgeable opinion on this subject in the comments below. So overall, good animation, good story line. It was good. I would just say it's a pretty good product. So I gotta give this movie a solid 6.4 out of 10. If you like this review, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video with everyone you know. The ultimate goal of this channel is for me to become an expert movie reviewer. So if I haven't reviewed it on the channel, there's a chance I haven't even seen it at all. If you'd like to request a movie in the comments below, you can do that. But if you want to fast track a movie request, you can do that at patreon.com/ASEPresents for $20 a month for one movie review per 1 month, or $3 a month for some daily vlogs, all at patreon.com/ASEPresents. And if you want to help support the daily grindiness of these movie reviews, you can go to this link tree. It really helps with the daily grindiness of all these daily movie reviews. So go here, and until next time, I'm in Salad Saw. I'll see you later, my salad croutons and bacon bits.